that's how I started our podcast now. Hey, we're back with the Shrimp and Grits podcast. I'm Jack Schwartz.
I'm Keith Corey. Dressed as the mighty monarch from the Venture Bros Adult Swim cartoon.
There's no in between with you.
There's no in between.
Yeah. You either gotta be licking the microphone or it's
slapping
10 feet away from you.
Slapping it down.
As you can see, Keith is lost his fucking mind.
I didn't. Blerd Con. I didn't lose my mind.
Went to Blerd Con. I don't even know what Blerd Con is, to be honest with you. Like, I don't even understand the genre of Blerd Con.
Black nerds. It's pretty much like it's a Comic Con for black people.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Why do they call it Blerd Con?
Black nerds.
Oh, Blerd Con?
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice little play on words.
Yeah, that shit is lit.
And you haven't changed out of this since then?
Nah. Why? I've been walking around the hood wearing this shit.
It's been like a week.
Yeah. Everybody's been like, hey, yo, what's up, Keith? I'm like, yo, what's up? You see the wings? You see me flossing? See the Jordans?
I was going to say, I was going to make a moth noise, but they don't really make any noise.
You know what's crazy? Butterflies they have a lifespan of 2 weeks.
Are you a butterfly or a moth?
A monarch.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So you're a butterfly.
Yeah, he says it in the show. He says it in the show. Everybody's like, "You big ass butterfly." He's like, "Fucking monarch." He always says it. He's like, "I'm a fucking monarch."
How was Blerd Con though? Would you do a Blerd Con?
Performed at Blerd Con with Von Michael, Chris Berlick, this dude named Joey. Shout out to Joey from Pittsburgh. Funny as shit, man. Very funny. Southern guy from VA. Like, I think like Newport News area. He like ran the show. He's pretty funny. He hosted it. He was pretty funny. And Sean.
Savoy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I imagine he goes to the cons a lot.
Yeah, it was a fun time, dude. It was a fun time. The comedy show was great. That was like the first time I kind of performed in front of, I think it was like supposed to be like 1,000 or something like that. Maybe
Really?
a little bit under. Yeah, it was
Damn.
a lot of people there.
What kind of room was that?
It was the big ballroom. So
Was it like echoey?
You're very echoey. Very echoey.
It's always unfortunate.
But it's like, I like doing big shows like that because it gives me a chance. I'm trying to be like a better entertainer. Like, I can tell jokes, but like entertainment wise, just to keep the crowd, into it. It was great.
You think this outfit's gonna be like a part of your comedy from now on?
Nah, just for that show. Just for that show. That's just for that show.
Over.
And the funny thing is, I literally, as soon as I got on stage, I didn't acknowledge it. And people that know about the cartoon were like, "Fucking monarch!" And I'm like, hell yeah.
You're like where people like boo because you're a villain. You're like a
Some
heel.
people just you're not gonna know if you don't know what the fuck it is. You're just gonna be like, okay.
I do think your cadence on stage and your type of delivery of like very like monotone and kind of like as if you just woke up from a nap and you have a bunch of kids and they annoy you, but wearing that outfit.
That's literally my tone and personality.
Yeah,
it's nothing against people. It's just how I talk. It's my tone of talking.
Just walk out looking all grumpy. Like you didn't even want to be here, but you're dressed like a fucking butterfly.
But just like a big ass butterfly. This costume's lit. I personally picked this costume because I wanted to be something different from what everybody else was wearing. Because I did Blerd Con last year, but I didn't get a chance to stay for the whole con. I literally did the show, stayed around for like a little bit, and was like, oh shit, this shit is lit.
Were you in a costume then?
Nah, I was coming from another show, so I was in like regular clothes. Oof, and I was kind of mad.
That's lame. Wait, all the comics in costumes?
Nah, the only person that wore a costume was maybe Angel. Angel Penn performed too.
Shout out Angel.
Yeah, Angel's dope, man. But last year it was like, fuck, man, everybody's in costume, and then I was just trying to like talk to people and associate, and people would not give me the time of day. They were like, "Who was this regular ass motherfucker?" And I got mad.
Yeah, they feel like you're not one of them.
I got mad, bro, and I was like, next year I'm going. So like the whole
I'm a
weekend
nerd, I promise.
Yeah, that's literally how it was.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, man, you a Koski member, and they was like, minion, and then just walk off. Yeah, very disrespectful, but I don't blame them.
Yeah, it's a bit of like a Muggle situation.
Yeah, dude. I wish I would have known about this shit like years ago, because I would have kept going years, but like,
It's funny how often you've been performing on these cons.
Yeah, man.
It seems like quite a little lane to like gain a following and shit. Did you shout out your Instagram or whatever?
Oh yeah, dude. It's great. I did Awesome Con last month, and Awesome Con was
awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. It was echoey as fuck too. They had it in like a big ballroom space area. It was probably like 600 people there. Maybe.
We gotta get one of the cons to do let us do a live shrimp and grits episode.
That'd be so lit.
That'd be fun. I would dress up as a superhero myself.
You better.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be the only one that's dressed up.
I'd probably dress up. Like I think dressing up. I imagine there was a lot of people dressed up as Invincible. Is that like a common?
I seen
costume?
one Invincible. I seen the amount of costumes you would think you would see.
Yeah.
Was kind of crazy. Like I saw like a shit ton of Spider-Mans, which is why I wore something different. I wasn't gonna be Spider-Man.
Oh, the black Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was just like, everybody's fucking
it's
Spider-Man.
a sick outfit though. To be
it
honest.
is a sick,
it's
but
like
it's also like I like creativity. So like if people are doing like the women went all out, they just so lovely. I saw some dudes wearing some crazy shit, but it was also hot too, dude. So like after a while, I had to change out of this costume because everybody was stopping me for pictures. Just the amount of pictures people were like, "Oh shit, can I take a picture?" I was like, "Yeah."
You should be like, "Yes, if you follow me on Instagram, bro. You gotta give me."
Nah, it was automatic follow. I got a bunch of follows from the
yeah.
con. A shit ton of follows.
I've been trying to remember to shout out the Strip of Grits podcast more, but I'm hoping that people will just go to my Instagram and then see the link tree.
Nah, they'll see it. They'll see
that shit.
Yeah, trust me, they'll see it, dude. Because people are curious.
It's on my bio at the Improv. Matter of fact, it's the only Instagram on my bio at the Improv because I thought that they would automatically put my Instagram on there, but they only put the bio.
That's funny.
So it's that's.
I mean, it's an accolade that you have, other than like like hosting for a bunch of people.
Yeah, I think you're even in the bio. I think I even say it's with you.
Oh
yeah,
I was included.
Hell yeah, though, dude. That's fun. I definitely want to go to one.
Dude, you should come. There was a lot of comics there.
We should go see The Flash. But you don't even. Keith doesn't actually like hanging out with me outside of the podcast.
I do like hanging out. Don't say that.
No, it's fine.
Don't say that.
You would hang out with me if I was a thick woman.
A thick ass woman from that Comic Con, from Blerd Con. I even hang out with a bunch of those women. I talked to a bunch of them, but like, and they were just there, just the shit that I saw. It was just funny.
What do you mean?
Like, like they have these parties. So like the Blerd Con's from Thursday through Sunday, and if you have VIP, you get to go early Thursday. But if you don't, it's general admission. Friday through Sunday. And Friday night, like, they have this big ass concert party, and that shit was fucking crazy.
How many days is it altogether? It's a whole weekend, like Thursday to Saturday.
So, yeah.
But you only did one show.
Yeah, only one show Friday. So literally, we did the show Friday at like 6. Then they changed the room around for the party, and that party was. I was tired, dude. I'm so glad I got a room at that hotel because like it's so much shit to do. Like, the bottom floor had like all these games. You get to meet some of the celebrities that came, and they had like the event space, of course. And just coming out of the concert part and going to play a video game right quick, and then going back, coming out, talking to some people, going back in.
Yep.
It was so fun, dude. But it's also tiring as fuck.
Yeah, that's not pretty fun though.
I had to clean my system out because I had so much food truck food in my system.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the only thing they had around there.
Yeah.
They had a McDonald's, but like within walking distance. You're not walking all the way to fucking McDonald's.
I love food truck events. In DC, like near the mall, sometimes like they'll have those events where there's just like 100 food trucks.
That's how it
lined
was.
up.
Yeah, that's how it was. That food was good. Don't get me wrong. Food was lit. And then they had
But you gotta be careful with food truck food.
Yeah, you do.
Food truck food will fuck you up.
It didn't fuck me up. It just was like I'm not used to eating this much like fried shit. I had funnel cake at one point. I was just being sloppy. But they also had a concert out there too, like for like a bunch of like music performers, and
Hell yeah.
it was dope, man. It was dope. It was dope to see, man. I like black shit. That shit was very black. It's like a big black.
Do white people go?
Yeah. It was funny.
Like a lot, or like is it mostly black people?
It's mostly black people though, but
I was worried that white people would like ruin it and be like, oh,
no,
Blerd Con.
man. It was very accepting.
I would go just in an outfit where you can't see me at all.
Why? No, they.
And then I would just pretend to be
very
black.
embraceable. And if anything, dude, it was kind of funny. I was walking around looking like, okay, it is some white people here. That's pretty cool. I didn't also don't give a fuck, but like, I was like, yo, there's so many thick ass black women around here. they would probably frown upon me if I like just walk up and talk to like a white chick.
There's other cons for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
White women have their day.
Yeah, but it wasn't my goal though to like talk to a bunch of women.
No, of course not.
It was. If anything, I was tired. I fell asleep during playing somebody in Super Smash Bros.
How the fuck?
And it was like 4 a.m, dude. They still had that fucking party going on Saturday.
Damn, you were out that late.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Every night, the 2 nights I was there, I was like, yo, I'm trying to experience all this shit.
Yeah.
And the only thing I didn't like about the con, it wasn't even the con's fault. Like the elevators in the hotel, because there was so many people there.
Yeah.
Elevators were slow as shit. So like a bunch of times I had to take the stairwell. Everybody had to take the stairwell.
Just like that.
And this one time, so like it was this chick that I was talking to, and she kind of snuck in with this other chick that was doing something at another hotel. And they snuck in because they heard about the Blerd Con shit. And they was like, oh, we wanted to come party and see what it was like. So I was just talking to her, just literally just normal conversation. And this random ass motherfucker. I got to look in the camera when I do this shit because he made me so mad. I was like, well, I'm just sitting there talking to him. And he comes up. He just walks up right in front of her. How you doing, queen? This your man? Disregard him.
Damn,
how you doing? It was so disrespectful.
I hate that shit.
To the point where like, if it was my girl, I probably would have hit him. Like, yo, you like wilding right now. But I had to look like he was drunk. But like still though.
Even still, that's also not sexy. Like no woman is like, ooh, I love a guy who's rude as fuck.
Bruh. He did the most. He just walked up and said all that shit, took her hand, hugged her, kissed her on her forehead and shit. I'm like, bruh, you do not know this chick.
No, that's frustrating as hell. I used to have 2 female roommates, right? And we all worked together. And we were kind of all in like relationships for the most part. I was single to be honest, but they were. And if we would like go to a bar, like just me and one of them, and like a dude would come up and like start trying to like spit game, I would get so mad because it's like they don't know we're not together. And like I don't want them to think we're together, but I'm also like, bitch, what the fuck? So some people would come up and, you know, maybe they'd feel it out and I'd give them the go ahead, like, nah, it's not my girl kind of thing.
But you get, you know what I mean? Like you're respectful enough, like, yeah, go ahead, bro. Like,
because women don't necessarily see it that way, but the disrespect is to you. It's not about them like flirting with the girl. It's about them disrespecting you. Like
they know what it is because some women will do that shit too. They'll come up and like hug their dude in front of their face and shit, and look him in the eyes and grab his butt and all that shit. It's such a turn off for me for when people don't respect a relationship. Man. Especially the older you get, you like, all right, motherfucker, like, yeah, she's sexy, but like we literally was sitting there talking, and she was literally showing me and the girl she came with her engagement ring. Yeah. So I was like, oh, bitch, that's a sexy ring. And this motherfucker come up.
Layers to the disrespect.
Just drunk as shit. And I saw him like probably like 30 minutes later. Just in the hallway of the lobby of the hotel, just like spaced the fuck out, just looking for women to like pounce on. I just was like,
that's not good. That's like the guy at the bar at 1:30 right before they're about to close, and he's just like looking around for the most desperate woman.
I wanted to smack his drink out of his hand. I'm not even that type of primal dude, but like,
I'm a villain, bitch.
Nah, I didn't wear that night.
Monarch, bitch.
Yeah, so I was the Monarch Friday. On Saturday, I was a
punk ass.
Nah, I was a Jedi. I was a bearded Jedi guy, and that costume was pretty lit too, but also was hot as fuck.
Damn. Yeah. Should have brought me the Jedi costume. I would have wore it. I would have been a black Jedi.
It literally was a lightsaber, a hooded shirt, and I had some like bracelets. That shit was
more of a modern.
Yeah,
Jedi.
It was pretty cool. Yeah, like a sexy black Jedi guy. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Like a BET Jedi.
A Tubi Jedi. Yeah. Yeah, what's up with y'all, man? Y'all, I'm LaQuavius Skywalker. How y'all doing? Y'all need me to get y'all some Hennessy?
What's Samuel Jackson's name in Star Wars?
Fuck, it's at the tip of my tongue. I think it's something with an M. Fuck, you want me to Google it?
You can.
Yay! I'm in the chair.
I'll tell them a little stories about my weekend. I was also with Von Michael this weekend. I guess your shit was
shout out to Von Michael.
Yeah. He was a trooper, bro. The stage we were on, we were at the DC Comedy Loft. It was so fucking hot on stage, bro. Like they had no AC in the building, I swear to God.
How
I don't even know. It was so bad. And there's like 100-ish people. And at one point, like Von Michael was there at the end of the night. it was definitely the hottest part of the night. He was headlining, and at one point he just like steps out of the lights over to the wall and like leans on the wall. He's like, I'm gonna do my set over here in the shadows. It's like too fucking hot up there, bro. It was kind of wild, honestly. I was the only one who wasn't sweating my ass off on stage. They all said it was because I'm white. I don't think that's a real thing. White people sweat as well, I think.
Yeah, you just don't see it as much because your skin is very transparent.
Transparent. So is sweat.
Yeah, but like it's clear on white.
You really think so?
Mm-hmm. It's like another reason why we can't see.
I'm trying to think if you could see sweat dribbling down my.
Have you ever seen yourself get ashy?
No, but everyone does get ashy.
Everybody gets ashy.
But yeah, we have the little camouflage for it.
Yeah,
there's some perks. Yeah, sure. There's a couple perks to being white. Okay.
Also, we ain't got no motherfucking melanin. I'm tired of this shit.
The real white privilege is not being able to see our ashiness.
Yeah. So his name is Mace Windu. I was right. It's with an
M.
Windu. Yeah. And his thing in the Star Wars, he was like, "Yo, if I'm gonna be in a Star Wars movie, I want my lightsaber to be purple."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they didn't even question it. They're like, "Okay."
It's fucking Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
I'm
sick of these motherfucking stormtroopers on this motherfucking planet.
On this motherfucking planet. Make my motherfucking lightsaber purple, bitch.
That has to be a sketch somewhere. I'm sure there's a million of those. Shout out
probably on
those sketches. That'd be funny.
Probably on what's the animation shit on Adult Swim with
Robot Chicken?
Robot Chicken. Probably is.
That seems like they're up there.
I love Robot Chicken. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. I yelled at some lady in the crowd last night. I didn't yell at her, but I was mean and I felt pretty bad about it.
Why would she do?
So she was talking my whole set.
In the front, I hate when people do that.
Front row. And the Comedy Loft setup.
Come to a comedy show, yo, and talk.
Like literally speak if you're spoken to, of course, but also like you're not like
you ain't at fucking home where
even if they're talking about enjoying it. Like that's what was kind of happening, right? So I was sitting in the green room and during the set but during like Brandon Moore was hosting, during Brandon's set I could hear like all this like giggling and little side talk or whatever. And they were like enjoying themselves, but I was still like these fucking drunk women in the front row. You know what I mean? And of course I get on stage and they're pretty, right? Because pretty drunk women love to talk, bro.
Pretty privilege.
And I'm not, yeah, kind of. And I'm not, obviously it's not all pretty women, but like there is this phenomenon where like when you're drunk and pretty, you feel like nobody's going to tell you to shut the fuck up. And I'm gonna be honest, I love telling drunk pretty women to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I like telling people that that's not, you know.
Not expecting it.
Not expecting it, but like also like
you don't have enough oppression in your life.
The entitlement, bitch. Yeah. If you don't get the fuck out of my face.
So she's talking during my whole set, and I'm starting to get distracted. Now I've turned a new leaf as a person. Okay, I'm trying to be kinder to people. I'm trying to be more chill. I'm trying to just focus on being funny. And I used to tell people to shut the fuck up all the time. Like it used to be like a thing of mine where I would be like, shut up all the time. And then she's talking. I'm getting distracted. I'm starting to get a little annoyed. And then eventually I bring up a joke about my relationship, and I'm like, I'm in a relationship now, and she's like, boo, like that. And everyone's like,
she's lonely, and then she's lonely.
She was with friends. I mean, I'll get to that.
Of course, because she went with a man. No, I'm just lying.
Well, you're right. So she's like, boo, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, what was that about? And I'm like a little annoyed right off the bat, to be honest, because she'd been pissing me off the whole show. Now the crowd doesn't know that because she's in the front row, so I can hear everything she's fucking saying, and I can see her friends kind of like being like, shut up. Like, shut up, Stephanie, like that kind of thing. And she's got like 3 empty glasses in front of her and shit. And she's like, sorry, it's just, and I'm just like, stop. I don't care about the reason you're heckling me. Like, stop. And then she like yells. She's like, I'm going through a breakup. That's all. And it's just not. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, how would I? And I'm talking to her for a second, and then eventually it ends with me being like, I wish we could date so I could dump you again. And the audience loved it because she was being distracting. But her face, bro, she's immediately just like,
she looked like she's about to cry.
I think she might have a little.
Man, I want to say fuck her, but I do feel kind of bad. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, she was having a rough night, dude. You know what I mean?
You gotta sit in the front row and drown your sorrows.
I know. Her friends
you're at
a
comedy show. Don't drink. Enjoy
well, you know,
the
damn
comedy
well her
show.
friends were like, Stephanie, I don't know her name. Stephanie, we're bringing you to a comedy show. What if it is Stephanie? We're bringing you to a comedy show. You need to laugh, girl. You know what I mean? We need to get your laugh on. And then she's up here fucking with me and shit. And I really like, so like my cadence on stage is pretty slow and very chill. It's still me, but it's me on like setting 2. You know what I mean? So then when I got mad, I kind of like snapped up to like an 8.
11.
Yeah.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
So I was like, afterward, I was like, okay, like, and I like apologized. I was like, sorry, I broke, like I switched character just then for a second. Like y'all saw me lose my cool or whatever. It was like I had to like kind of like get back into my cadence a little bit. It was silly.
Damn. No, I mean, you shut that shit down. That's all that matters. Yeah. Shutting shit down. Did they look at you after the show though? Did they like look your direction?
Yeah. So I'll be honest. She kept talking for the rest of my set, and she was talking about how like she was talking about like feeling bad about it. She kept like during my next joke, she was just
drunk.
Like sorry,
yeah,
like
she
she's
was
like
drunk.
sorry,
Yeah.
like trying to talk to me in a way that the audience wouldn't know. And I'm like, bro, they're all listening to you're distracting me. Everyone's 100 people are staring at me, and you're talking to me directly while I'm in the middle of a sentence and shit.
It's a 20-minute set for that approved shit, ain't it? Yeah.
My 20's tight now.
Nah, it's good, dude.
Yeah.
Man, I would. Oh my god, because literally, that's the last heckler I had was at an approved show.
Yeah, it was whack, bro.
By a woman.
Then I go outside. I smoke a cigarette with Evie Demi. Shout out Evie Demi.
Evie.
I come back in, and as I'm walking back in, like past the bathrooms, she like walks by me. I don't realize it's her. She's just like this. She just gives me like this really awkward smile and goes to the bathroom. And then I'm walking past the stage, you know, like toward the green room, and I see her seat is still empty. And I was like, oh, that was her. That had to have been her. And she doesn't come back for like 20, 30 minutes probably.
Sitting in the back. You destroying her
feelings.
Puking,
bro.
Nah, she was probably crying.
She could have been doing both, you know? They go hand in hand sometimes.
Yeah, how can you tell, right? Yeah.
But
I mean, I hope she feels better, man, and her heart, you know, gets better in it.
Yeah, to be honest, so I stood by the front after the show. You know, you got to like network a little bit and give out your Instagram or whatever. And I don't think I saw her, but I was kind of like looking to avoid her a little bit, but also I kind of wanted to be like, hey, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. Like I didn't mean to. It's just, you know, you have to shut the fuck up. And I would have been pretty direct, like you were in the wrong, but I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings or whatever.
Nah, because you're a good person.
Yeah. Well, I felt guilty as fuck, but then I never saw her. She must have snuck out the back. Some say she's still in there today. I don't know what happened.
I hope not in that fucking the filthy bathroom at the loft. Nah, man. I don't know, man. The fucking hecklers, especially, no offense to women, but I've only had women hecklers. It's never no dude like, yo, you a piece of shit, fam. Because I would appreciate that. You know what I mean?
Well, I've had male hecklers, but I'll say that if you call out a female heckler, the audience is more likely to turn on you. Because they're like, nah,
that's what
leave her alone.
Nah, that's when you turn the whole crowd on her.
Yeah, so that is a technique that I used to not know how to do at all.
You gotta, especially like, oh, don't y'all want me to shut this bitch the fuck up so she can shut up, so y'all can enjoy the show? Yeah, shut that hoe up.
Do you know who Phil Hanley is?
Yeah.
He's a fucking fantastic crowd work comic from the Cellar and stuff. He's a Canadian guy, and he has such a good way of dealing with it. Well, he'll be like, oh no, like what's your name? Like what do you do for work? He'll start talking to them, and as soon as they start answering, he'll be like, oh yeah, oh wow, like acting like he's like not entertained, like not a
just how they're trying to do him.
Yeah, but he just like he like writes them off, like he's like, oh wow, like puts the microphone down like this, like acts all annoyed, and the audience loves it like every time. So I was like, I gotta work out a way to get people to shut up, but make them feel so stupid that they're the ones who shut up. Like I'm not even saying shut up, but you've probably heard me do it. I love telling people to shut up because the way I say it is funny. Like I do go, shut up. Like I say it like I'm like a little kid who's mad. And it's like a gentle way of saying it. Yeah, it does work. But I really mean it. Like I get angry when people are fucking with my set. Like legitimately on the inside, I'm fuming. And it's all I think about the rest of the set. That's the problem.
Dude. It's time that you need to be on stage to tell jokes to the people that are actually enjoying the fucking jokes. I always like to talk over them. Like I would talk a little louder because I'm very soft spoken, so it's easy to kind of talk through my set. But I'll talk louder. If that doesn't work, I'm pointing you out, and we're gonna talk about whatever's not what you're going through, but like now it's about you for the next 1 minute.
Right, and usually people who heckle, especially if they're drunk, they don't actually want it to be about them.
They don't. They just wanna hide.
And they go into the show.
That's such a bitch move. Yeah. I'm sorry, that's such a bitch move.
It is.
I'm pointing you out. And I'm gonna make it 3 times as awkward for. I love making shit awkward for people that fuck up shows.
Well, so we got to stop in a couple minutes, but I do want to just because it's relevant to this. I was at the Loft like the weekend before or whatever. I went to go see to say what's up to Randy Feltface, to the guy, not the puppet. I don't even know if his name's out there associated with the puppet, so I'll leave it off. But very fucking funny Australian puppet. Literally just a great comedian, and he just happens to decide to use a puppet. So you should check him out, and he's fucking hilarious. But I was up there chilling with him, and downstairs there was a show in the cellar, and there was these 2 women up there, and they're just like crying about how they don't know why they were kicked out and all this stuff, and how the comic who kicked them out was so mean, and how nobody was funny on the show, and they were making the show funnier. And that's like the typical mindset that everyone, like, you're so fucking off base, like, you narcissist, to think that this is somehow about you and that you're funnier than a professional comedian or whatever, right? And I hear about the comic who kicked him out or whatever, and he like came up on stage. The first thing he did was be like, you guys want me to kick these 2 women out? Like, you want me to kick them out? And everybody's like, woo! And he's like, all right, you're right. And they got kicked out. And they were crying at the bus stop and shit when I walked by them. And then I see them inside and stuff, bro. And they're talking to me. I'm being polite about it, but I'm not being genuine. I was just literally trying to get them to stop talking to me. And I didn't want to deal with the whole nonsense. Come to find out, it was Eddie Morrison who kicked them out, which is funny as shit.
Shout out to fucking Eddie,
Don't
man.
fuck with Eddie on stage, bro. He gets a lot of words in each minute, bro. He talks fast. He'll destroy your life in a minute if you let him. That shit was funny. When I found out it was him, I went and saw him. I was like, bro, that's hilarious.
Thank you.
Yeah. And the dude who does Randy came up to them and he's like, yeah, well, this isn't fucking TV. We can hear you. And they're like, oh my gosh. And they're like, we love your accent. And he's like, what the fuck? Okay, so I'm here with this fucking this asshole.
This
dressed like a goddamn street. Anyway, so we're gonna. All right, so you can choose actually what we do first. So we have some would you rather's. We have a news story, and we got some superhero scenarios.
Do superhero scenarios last.
Last, yeah, I agree. Okay, you want to? So you want to do the would you rather or the news?
Do the news.
Okay, the news is probably the least exciting, but I thought it was interesting. Okay, so people are eating mammoth meat, woolly mammoth meat.
How? What do you mean?
So there's this Australian lab that they grew meat using DNA from a woolly mammoth combined with DNA from an elephant, and then they inserted it into sheep's muscle, like sheep meat, and then they like did something to it and like let it grow, and out comes woolly mammoth meatballs. And the intention was this company was trying to start like a woolly mammoth like burger joint.
That's some dumbass shit.
Isn't that stupid as fuck?
I mean, that's some futuristic dumbass shit, but like,
would you
I
eat
thought
it?
they were, fuck no. Nothing against woolly mammoths, but like,
why wouldn't you eat it?
Because I want them to make a woolly mammoth first.
And then cut it and chop it up. And
I want them to try to make a woolly mammoth first. And then if they're not successful, like, oh, we tried, then I will maybe like, all right, y'all got the meat successful.
Yeah.
But they barely even got regular ass beef. Like, they probably do in Australia.
You mean like fake, like genetically made?
Yeah, genetically
like
made. Why the fuck
beef.
would you genetically make a woolly? And
Well, it's the only option.
You
right
don't
now.
have no.
It's a little premature. I agree. Like
Yeah,
they're not ready to make it a burger.
We've not been eating different animals of burger yet to have a frame of reference. You know what I mean? Like, if it's a bison, you're like, all right, it's a little bit more lean, but I understand because we've been eating cow for so long.
Bison's like gamey, but honestly, it's fucking delicious.
I keep hearing that, but I'm not.
I feel really like not to suck Joe Rogan's dick or whatever, but elk and bison and meats like that, I low-key like I love that shit. Like I don't eat it like commonly at all. I mean, it's like the last time I had bison was in Colorado.
I would laugh my ass off.
Well, that's all like theoretical.
Where they're common, that will make sense.
Yeah, they got them, and
But
it's
like,
expensive. It's a little more expensive than beef for sure, right? Because somebody had to go fucking hunt it, whatever, hunted cows. But so the Australian company, they never even ate that shit because the scientists figured out that the meat contained 10,000-year-old proteins that don't even exist anymore.
Yeah, and
they were worried it would kill you.
Yeah.
But part of me is like, bro, 10,000-year-old proteins. They don't, like, what if you just get fucking yoked? You know what I mean?
What if you turn into a caveman?
Like my eyebrows just connect.
Yeah, just start. That's
start
funny
hitting
as
my girl
shit.
with a
That's
bat
so
and shit.
funny. You
That'd be
just
dope.
hold it. Vic comes in the house like, yo, why you got tilt over your shoulder?
Just dragging her by the ankle and shit.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
So it's like, Jack's really been fucking me up. Like,
Yo, he started wearing his wife beaters with just one
fuck me
arm,
Neanderthal.
one strap over there. It was weird.
I just start showing up covered in fur and shit.
Covered in fur. And
Get hairy as fuck.
yo, Vic, you going to the?
You think your testosterone would like go through the roof? It's like possible.
Yes.
I guess, right?
Yes.
It's like eating bull shark or something.
They're not booking me. I'm gonna go talk to him.
Jack funny.
Jack, funny. I'm gonna sit on this rock.
Another company came up with a different method that is edible, but it was essentially like impossible meat that they used with bison or with mammoth DNA. So they like put mammoth DNA from like a fossil into like they like fermented it like impossible meat and made it like that. But to me, it's like that's not woolly mammoth meat. It's not even meat.
Yeah, I mean, it's half meat, so I get it. But like, why they experiment with burger? Put that shit in a chicken nugget or something.
Woolly mammoth nugget. What would you name your woolly mammoth restaurant?
Or like pterodactyl nuggets.
Ooh, that sounds kind of bad. I don't know if pterodactyls are really meaty the way chickens
They're
are.
not, because they're lizards.
It's like eating a reptile, yeah. Which is kind of gross. Although not, I will say I've eaten alligator a lot, and it's pretty fucking good. Yeah. Like you can get like if you go to like little food trucks and shit, they got like alligator tail, fried alligator tail and stuff. They got alligator jerky. Alligator jerky's pretty fucking hard, to be honest. It's kind of rough. But
Jerky's already hard, so I don't want to have another meat that's harder than jerky. What's the point of chewing it?
I don't get it. But so like the CEO of the company that made the impossible woolly mammoth meat, he was the only one who ate it. Of course, right? Like this fucking maniac.
I respect. Is he like sick or some shit?
No, he's fine, I guess. But he was like, he described the meat as like more intense and having a pungent aroma. It's like, that's not good. These aren't things that I want in food. Intensity and pungent aroma. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that motherfucker about to be a caveman.
He might. It'd be fun to start seeing woolly mammoths. I think it's a horrible idea to bring back prehistoric animals. I mean, it's not prehistoric. It is horrible, I guess,
but like, let us fuck ourselves up and not through food. I'd rather you have a big ass animal that's not supposed to be around.
I know, but it's so bad because you know damn well eventually, you know, there's like woolly mammoths released in the Florida Keys and shit like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be Jurassic Park.
Yeah, and that's kind of lit. I mean, obviously, like I'm more curious than I am afraid.
I'm super curious.
Yeah,
a woolly mammoth. If you saw have I seen an elephant from a distance when I went to the zoo? I've seen an elephant, but like. A woolly mammoth, dog? Come on, bro.
Well, I've ridden an elephant.
Okay, fancy.
Yeah, well, I was at like a petting zoo.
True.
I was a little kid. They put me on an old ass African elephant, and he's just like, probably didn't even know I was there.
He's just like, yo, like,
so old.
I'm telling you, when I die, nigga, it's gonna be lit, dog.
They're wrinkly as shit.
Yeah, very wrinkly.
Yeah, wrinkly
I like elephants, man. They're I always wanted to touch.
Their skin's kind of like a ball sack a little.
Yeah, it is.
But it's like hard.
I always wanted to touch the bottom of an elephant's foot because they have like this compression material tissue that helps them with the weight. So I always wanted to touch it and see what it feels like.
Yeah, I've seen an elephant's foot. I never really thought about it like that. I do think it's just like their skin, but they walk on it for so long that it becomes like this like hard kind of
it has to be hard. You don't want no
situation.
soft ass. Because what if you're an elephant? You got soft ass feet. You step on rocks all day. How you gonna run from lions?
I don't think lions really fuck with elephants that much.
Give me a head start.
Because elephants are aggressive. Because elephants, you know, they travel in packs and shit, and they they have giant tusks and shit. They'll fuck up a lion. But like 4 lions might fuck up one elephant.
Packs too, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen that shit on Nature is Metal. You follow Nature is Metal?
I fuck with a lot of nature shows, yeah.
It's an Instagram thing that has like usually animals eating other animals or just like sick animal shit, but it's fucking wild.
See, I
Some
would
of it is
watch
so
that.
wild.
I like stuff like that.
See like an animal pick up a dog and shit, like an eagle, like flying.
I think
picks
that's
up your-
funny. I
your
think that's
Yorkie
so
and shit.
funny.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah, that's funny as shit.
Up a pug.
Thomas. I watch a lot of lately. I know, right? I've been watching a lot of bullfrogs eat shit lately because I didn't know bullfrogs were African bullfrogs were lit like that. Dude, it's this one
They
dude.
eat animals?
Yeah, it's this one dude. He posts his bullfrog and he'll throw various different things in the box and just record it occasionally.
Just to
like,
see what he eats?
no, he'll eat it, but like he'll one by one. Like I seen him eat mice, cockroaches,
Ugh, I don't fuck with a frog that
other
size.
frogs. And it's weird because it's like when the bullfrog eats it, they don't put up a fight. They put up a fight trying to escape when the bullfrog, because he's so stationary, he's so big, he just turns and aims. It's like,
Yeah, they don't have a neck.
yeah,
He's got
so
like a
he's very
Batman
fat
neck
and like
situation.
he's calculated. Like I'm gonna turn this way. I'm gonna wait for him to move right there. Bam, eat. And they don't put up a fight when they're eating. Like if I'm in somebody's stomach, like
Well,
I'm
they
scratching,
probably have like some sort of
like
toxic
toxin.
acid.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that.
They probably do.
I'm punching that motherfucker in his top lip.
If you were eaten by a bullfrog,
Yeah.
well, as a monarch, it's possible. You know what I mean? Like, really, your like arch nemesis would probably be like a giant bullfrog.
Nah, or yeah, it has to be because
Or like,
we kill bees.
like- or
Butterfly
like a
kills
light-
the shit out of bees.
Like a lamp.
I-
You know what I mean?
Butterflies don't have that trench shit. That's moths.
I think moths are monarchs.
Probably.
Wait, but no, monarch isn't the category, right? It's just a monarch is a type of butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then I guess moths are not monarchs.
Yeah, because moths are nocturnal, I think. Yeah, moths
Yeah.
are nocturnal. So they have to like their vision is a little like obscure. So they that's why they gravitate towards light.
It's weird that moths and butterflies are like so similar, but they're like opposites. Like that'd be great. Like imagine if we had humans that were like that.
We do. People that work night shift. They're very
Security
nocturnal.
guards.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess it'd be kind of like vampires.
It's
You know
very
what I mean?
true.
It's like you
Yeah.
can't go in the sun, awake all night,
Nah,
sleep upside down.
you can have a moth out, but it's like it'll fuck with them. I'm scared of like because you can't touch their wings because they have like this powder that it kills them. It can kill some certain.
Insects?
Nah, that shit. Some people it'll kill some people too.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
How do I make you silk?
What you mean silk?
Like butterflies, like make silk.
No, man. It's
That's
silkworms. Yeah, some spiders make silk.
I think there's a type of butterfly that also silks. I don't know anything about anything. You googling it?
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. But no, I don't think we should be making woolly mammoth burgers. Is really my point.
shit dumb.
Woolly mammoth meatballs.
You gotta think, bro. If you an old ass prehistoric animal and you like, all right, yo, like, either leave me to fucking ice, but if you gonna remake me, because that's the last time I heard about it is when they was gonna put the DNA in like an elephant. and
Yeah, they're
try-
gonna clone it,
Yeah, they're gonna clone it. Yeah,
but that didn't work.
so
And they're still working on it. I think they're probably pretty close by now. To be
no,
honest,
they have to be, but like,
But there's got to be. I mean, like, when do animal rights get involved? Is my question. You know what I mean? Like, when are they like, hey, like this doesn't seem like a good idea?
Give it time. Give it
I
time.
know.
But Peter's gonna be
PETA,
like,
I mean, yeah.
leave the mammoths alone.
Ooh, although, like a woolly mammoth gyro or gyro, however you say it, fucking wrapped in pita. You inspired me, honestly. That sounds kind of good.
No, I barely even.
You know,
like
damn well
gyros
Middle
like
Eastern
that.
restaurants will be like, yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, it's cheap.
They just have it on the skewer, just like, yo, this is the new mammoth. This right here,
Mammoth.
this shit right here, 400,000 BC. I'm just saying. Next door, you might get 500, but this is better.
Army is so old. That's the selling point. This shit
So-
is old.
Old.
10,000 years old. Age 10,000
Our
years.
mammoth, he knew a T-Rex. I'm just saying.
Pretty good at that accent, to be honest.
All right.
What'd you come up with? Oh no, dead air.
It's not dead air. You said make silk, right?
Yeah, do butterflies make silk? I could have looked this up by now.
You know what's funny? My I'm guessing Google is gonna be like, Butterflies don't make silk, you dummy.
Idiot. Like an honest search engine that's like, don't ask that. You don't need to know that.
Wow. Okay, so. Wow. Okay. All right. That makes sense. All caterpillars produce silk. Some moth caterpillars even spin silk cocoons. You was right with the
So,
moths.
but do butterflies do it or just?
However, only one species, and I was right about that. Only one species, the silkworm, produces the radiant silk fiber used in garments.
Fair enough, but I wasn't really. Yeah, I mean that's like the best silk, I guess. But I'm talking about like, so butterflies don't really do it, but they do when they're in the caterpillar stage. Do you think caterpillars remember? Do you think butterflies remember being caterpillars?
Yeah.
You do? You think they remember where they came from? Hey, don't forget where you came from. Never forget.
Moth and butterfly caterpillars also spin cocoons. The threads of silk moth cocoons can be turned into silk fabric. And humans have bred them for this purpose for around 5,000 years. The silkworm about to spin its productive cocoon for... Oh, so we only use the silk from silkworms.
I wish a caterpillar invited me over to their cocoon and they're like, you see this? All silk.
Yo, I made this shit.
Silk.
If I can make my fucking house out of some thread in my ass, yo.
This is 40,000 thread count silk. I sleep on satin sheets.
That's crazy.
For my
that is
moths
crazy.
or caterpillars be having like an 8 mile moment too. Like they have like a, you know what I mean?
It'd be in the mirror like about to make this.
About to become a butterfly. That's wild.
Hey, yo, rabbit, they calling for you. You got Papa Doc. I don't give a fuck who it is.
You know the movie was 20 years ago?
Mm-hmm. I watched it in high school, and
I know. I watched it in probably middle school.
It's my favorite movie.
Elementary school. It's a fucking great movie, honestly. I got the comparisons to Eminem a lot growing up, though. That was annoying.
That's funny.
Just because the
trailer park shit.
I'm an urban white, as they say.
Why you gotta be like this? Why you gotta be like this, Mom?
And that was Keith Corey from 8 Mile.
8 Mile.
Yeah, that was fucking... Anyway. Okay. I think, personally, we should get another quick word from our other sponsor. We have an Adidas sponsor, too. It's very conflicting, to be totally honest. I don't think they're both going to last very long, but because Adidas and Nike don't really get along, but I feel like we should go with Nike because Adidas kind of come from Nazis in a way.
Interesting.
And I, as a Jewish man, I just feel like that's not the move. And not that you were in the Holocaust as a ethnicity or as a what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Anyway, but you would have been. You know what I mean? If there were black people in Poland, for sure Hitler would have been like, yeah, they can go to camp as well.
Nose, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, yo, you're like, they can't cook. The fuck? They don't season their food.
Who, Germans?
Yeah.
Nazis season. They can definitely cook, bro. They cooked.
Oh,
6
wow.
million Jews.
Oh, wow. I saw that coming.
135,000, 6 million Jews. All right. I should have done that.
And we're going to get canceled.
Sorry, Jewish Twitter. I'm Jewish. Okay. Would you rather live in a legit haunted house for a year or live in a small apartment where your parents are having sex 24 hours a day for a year?
They would die, first of all, if they're having sex for 24 hours straight.
But pretend... I mean, if one house is haunted, you can pretend that your parents are fucking and that they're
You're
together.
You're still going to be haunted in either house. That doesn't make sense.
That's a decent point.
But you'll probably get used to the parents having sex after, I say, like a month. Like, you'll just come in like, oh, yo, like...
used to being haunted, though? You wake up, there's like a little girl hovering above your bed.
No. Yeah, no, I couldn't. I watch a lot of paranormal shit. No. I saw, so it's this movie.
Wait, don't get too distracted. Focus.
Do you want me to pick one?
I want you to pick
I'm picking
one.
the parents. I'm sorry.
You would rather listen to your parents fucking for 24 or for 365 days, 24 hours a day. No, but either way, you're hearing moaning through the walls.
I can turn the TV up. I don't give a shit.
There's like a lot of similarities between these two.
Dude, you're going to be fucked up psychologically either way. You might grow from the haunting. You ain't going to grow from the parents. You probably, but you can be like, oh, all right. If anything, it'll make me celibate because it's just like, yo, like I don't want to touch anything because it's gonna remind me of my parents having sex.
Yeah, but I don't like the idea of like being haunted either. I mean, that doesn't really set you up for a lot of great relationships after that year.
It depends on
what
what the haunting's like. Like if it's an intense.
What if you're just haunted? You're haunted by two old people having sex. It's just like this isn't better.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah. That's pretty funny. I think I'm going with haunting.
What?
I think I'm going with haunting.
Oh my god.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe call it. Maybe it's a race thing. Maybe it's because I'm white. I'm just more okay with that. But the idea of listening to my parents having sex 24 hours a day, I don't want to hear my mom having sex, bro. My dad, I could.
I don't
handle,
want to either, but I also don't want. It's the ghost thing for me.
I should say I've also definitely heard both of them having sex before.
I've only heard my mom.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've heard her. I've caught her knowing like about to like get into it.
Yeah, I think
when I was a kid.
I actually think you told that story on the podcast before.
I got my ass beat. And she was like, "You gonna fuck my dick up? Let me have something." And my brother.
So the other question is like, if the haunting one is the case, like, do you wake up with like, like, fucking like I don't know, like
scratches on you?
Yeah, like weird bruises and shit. And you're like, oh. You know what I mean?
Oh.
But also like, are you at risk of killing yourself, bro?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I would
so
kill
many
myself.
layers to this shit.
I would listen to my parents have sex 24 hours a day for 365
Like, what if it's
days.
a nice haunting? Like, they actually
friendly ghost?
Yeah, they're like, they come and watch TV with you, like Netflix. Like, hey, fast forward this. You watched this already, so fast forward it. Oh.
I suppose it's possible where it's like, oh, new season of Supernatural.
Yeah. Supernatural. That's funny. That's funny.
It's like you were rooting for the wrong people in this show. The ghost is like, ooh, fuck them.
Or Too Hot to Handle. Just watching Too Hot to Handle.
Everybody can get behind that, even a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
But my mom getting behind my dad.
What?
To,
pagan?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
another layer of maybe they're pagan.
Yeah, yo.
I mean, think about how much sex they have to have. They're mixing it up.
The parents are just like, I was behind your mom for like 2 months. You have a whole nother year left. Like, like 10 months. I'm going to get her to peg me.
That's so true.
Let's do this shit.
Imagine their side of it. They have to fuck for that long. Honestly, I would rather be in a house with my parents fucking for a full year, 24 hours a day, than have to fuck 24 hours a day for a whole year. You know what I mean? I'd rather be me than them in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, but you thinking about it too much.
But it's like eventually, like I'm not even nutting anymore. My dick's
they're
like,
gonna be in shape. They're gonna be super in shape.
Oh my god, they come out jacked.
Because how long is that? It's like, is it an aggressive fucking? Is it a lazy fucking?
I imagine it varies. I mean, let's say something as simple as like
enough to make noise to where you're annoyed.
It's mostly your dad too. It's, oh. And then sometimes you hear like, and then,
yeah,
all day.
Our son's right there.
Either way, it's like, are you inviting guests over? You know what I mean?
You're not inviting guests in both situations because your house on. I might invite a guest over if I don't like them.
What if it was just for a night?
If it's for a night,
probably your parents.
Maybe, yeah, because it's just for a night.
I think I'm more curious about the haunting. I'm not as curious about my parents' sex life. You know what I mean?
Now, if you would have said if it was like a month of your parents having sex or one day of being in a haunted house, I still would pick the parent. I don't fuck with paranormal shit.
I mean, listen, part of me, I'm a child of divorce, obviously, so are you. Part of me is like,
oh, they didn't even get a chance to get. They got together.
Trap.
I'm a product of.
They were never married.
They liked each other for like. They were together for like a month, maybe 2 months.
I guess if it's based on your specific parents, it's like, how much dick is my Jewish father really laying? You know what I mean? Like, how much pipe is it? Like, is he really fucking him up that much that like it's even like audible? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's my mom would probably never be nutting. It's probably just my dad. So you know what I mean? If it's just, I could hear my dad nut for 24 hours a day, I bet, and be okay with it. But I'm still going haunting, dude, because I truly do feel like, I don't know, there's a little bit less trauma there.
It's that white people shit, Jack.
Yeah. I'm curious about ghosts, though. So are you, of course.
I'm curious, but I also know enough to not want to fuck. Yo, we need to check in on Caitlin. Speaking.
Oh, yeah. She went to a haunted fucking asylum.
Asylum and shit. Yeah,
she's there right now, I bet.
We need to be like, yo, you good?
She's probably hanging from a rope right now.
Don't say that, man. That's rude.
Caitlin!
I'm going to text her and be like, yo, you good? That's so black of me. Like, hey, yo, you good? Send her a bunch of Bible
Ghost
verses and
get you?
shit.
That's funny as hell.
Hey, yo, you straight?
You select the haunted house. You go into the haunted house. One of the ghosts just to fuck with you just makes it sound like your parents are having sex 24 hours a day. Damn it.
Hey, yo, hey, my man, this how your mama was getting fucked by your dad. I would be so annoyed. I would be like, yo, like, just kill me already. Damn. Like, nah, I'm gonna do it for another 10 more days. Which eating spaghetti. And the ghost like, yo, your mama made this face.
In this scenario, the parents, though, they don't even stop. They don't even stretch. There's no meals.
Oh,
There's no
stretching.
water.
They
You don't even got to
stretching.
see them, really. You know,
What
it's
if
not,
you have
but
to
there's no awkward breakfast.
What if you have to supply everything while they're fucking? Like, you have to give them, like, sips of water.
Oh, that's so much worse. That's
yeah,
so much
sips
worse.
of water. And
I
you
do
gotta,
that. Maybe if
you got to pat their, like, foreheads and shit.
No, you don't have to be a part of the sex.
No, I'm saying, like, you got to do the shit so they don't die. You know what I mean? Like, you got to feed them while they have sex.
That's real dark.
That's very dark. You answered the question.
Yeah, but I went with ghosts. You know
True.
what I mean?
True.
Yeah, I'm not feeding my dad spaghetti while he's dogging my mom.
Dogging her out.
Dogging. Anyway, luckily my mom does not listen
Don't
to this
drop that
podcast.
meatball on your mother, because she already got balls on her.
My neighbor's probably up there being like, what in the fuck?
What the fuck?
So I just revealed that I live in a basement.
Is he just playing porn on repeat?
All right, I got another one. Ready? Would you rather be bald or have a ponytail?
Ponytail, because you can do so many things with it.
No, it's just a ponytail.
That's dumb as shit. What am I, a girl? What am I, Steven Seagal?
It's like being bald. You got two options. That's it.
Depends on where I live, because if it's cold, I'm obviously picking bald looks more cooler. Because if you got a ponytail, that shit is only a select group of people gonna like that. You know what I mean?
Well, it's pretty subjective because, to be honest, I would look horrible bald. I would look bad, bro.
Yeah.
I'm going ponytail.
Yeah, that's true.
Although I don't want to go
I'm trying
ponytail.
to picture you in a ponytail, though, which is...
At least if I have a ponytail, I can
think
hang
you're-
myself with it. I don't want to be bald.
Now, if it's like a dumb long ponytail, like, bitch, you a pony out here? Yeah, I probably have a ponytail. Like, yo, like, I'll just do dumb shit. Like, yo, bitch, I got inches.
But you can use it for accent, right? Like you can be like, with a ponytail, you can like toss it over your shoulder when you're doing stuff. You can
Very true.
swing it out of your
Very
way.
true.
Being
It has to
bald,
be
you just like you got
dumb.
nothing.
But
Yeah.
you can wear a bunch of hats, though. And it's
You
no...
can wear a hat either way, yeah.
It's no way, like, because a lot of people, especially in the black community, they say don't wear a bunch of hats because the sun isn't getting to your head. You know what I mean? So your hair can
Change
grow.
the color.
No, for your hair, like your hair health.
Yeah, vitamin D is good for your hair.
Yeah, you have
good
to let some of the sun get to your hair. You're gonna go bald quicker.
I used to wear a hat all the time backwards, and I did kind of feel like deep down I was like, what if it's like pulling my hairline back?
No. If you're doing it younger, it's But you can. I think you could pull off a bald look.
We both have good hair. I don't think we're going
My
bald. You're not
shit's
balding
thinning.
at all, though.
My shit was thinning. It's
You think
thinning
so?
in a certain spot, but it's
But
not.
you're
like, too
already
bad.
up there a little bit.
I'm only up there because of
you're-
the pandemic. I grew my hair out because of the pandemic.
No, I mean in age. Like you're not quite midlife. I mean you got another 15 years or so till you're in
your hair.
halfway
Yo, if
mark,
this shit
so.
is gray, like if I still have this hair and it's gray, you know what I mean, man.
You're 33.
I'm 30. I'll be 36 this year.
Damn.
I got 3
Damn.
strands of gray hair in my beard.
That's kind of a cool look though.
No, but it's like you gotta like get close to me to notice.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I get that salt and pepper, bro, I'm getting some old cheeks. I'm getting some 50 and up. Oh, you ain't married no more? Oh, hell yeah, let's do this. Let's go on vacation, Betty.
All right. Okay. Another would you rather? Would you rather burn? This one's fucked up. I was really on some other shit.
I'm waiting for you to finish because you said burnt. And I'm like,
This is the
oh,
first
fuck.
thing I wrote down this morning when I woke up. I was drinking coffee. Ooh. Would you rather burn to death or be fucked to death by 20 men?
What?
They both take the
That
same
is
amount of
fucked
time. Let's just say the time limit's the same.
Burn to death. Because 20 men is you got to think, bro. You're not dying in the first. I might die because I never fucked a guy. So that shit.
No, I mean you're dying either way. The idea is that you die from. I mean, Being penetrated
Like
by
after
20
20
men at the same time would probably kill
At the
anyone.
same time, or
Yeah,
like
they're not
in a
taking
line?
turns. That's just gay sex.
I was about to say, nigga, it's gay sex.
Part of it,
come on, you take all 20, y'all. It's not gay. Come on, y'all. Let's do this.
No,
This shit is still gay.
like either way. I mean, yeah, you don't. But either way, you're not down for either way. It's not like you're like, oof, yeah, burn me alive. You know what I mean? Like either way, you're gonna be like, no,
Burned alive. I'm sorry.
For the record, this applies to gay men as well. Nobody wants to be fucked to death by 20 men. It has nothing to do with your sexuality.
If you say that in a gay crowd, they can be like, "Ooh,
no." It's
yeah."
ridiculous. Also, I don't even like the 20 men who fuck you. Then they don't even necessarily have to be gay. Like, if I was gonna be fucked to death by 20 men, I would want them to be gay, because I would want them to be a little more sensitive about the issue.
Gay dudes ain't sensitive. They fuck.
Gay dudes are just as sensitive as anyone who's sensitive. I just mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think.
And they're not sensitive because they're gay. They're
but if
men
you had
too.
to choose to be fucked to death by 20 gay men or 20 straight men, I'm saying I would choose 20 gay men.
The straight dudes are gonna be like, yo, like, I usually don't do this.
Yeah,
they might be a little bit more hesitant, and you might
fuck?
last a little longer because you're like, he has to warm up to him.
Oh, life.
Yeah.
Well, I think you meant.
No, I'm saying
coming.
like in the situation, like the dude has to prep himself. You know what I mean? He's gonna
Yeah,
be
but
like,
this isn't sexy sex. This is like you're being fucked to death. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, I'm on a cleanse for 4 days, so you know what I mean? It's none of that.
I'm gonna cleanse.
I'm on a detox. I'm gonna
just
go
a quicker death if you pick the burn shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with burning alive too, but honestly, mostly because that's like a cooler headline in the newspaper. You know what I mean?
Dude, 20 guys is not going in a newspaper.
That's
if anything, they'll like make it something else. They'll be
It'll
like
be on BuzzFeed.
Yeah, they're like, the one guy died from being in a quarrel with 20 men, fought them off heroically. Didn't end well.
It's not an option. You die. But also, it's like, well, yeah.
Looking for.
So maybe you could buy yourself some time if you just really lean into it.
Looking for the assailants. Keyword ass.
I don't even know where 20 dicks go. Where do you put 20 dicks?
You don't watch enough porn. I mean, straight porn. I don't know about gay porn because I think
Fair
that
enough.
shit is
This does apply to women as well. Obviously, they would also be fucked to death by 20 men.
Yeah, that shit.
We just both happen to be heterosexual men.
Spit roasted. You'd be like, God damn, does she have any room anywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pulled from all directions and shit. That's one category of porn I don't like. It's probably my least. Don't get me wrong. I've seen some gangbang shit. But like, it's just like, yo, like she's being pulled in all directions.
Yeah.
And she's just like, give it to me some more. Who's next? And he'd be like, yo, this bitch ain't taking a break.
Yeah, but she's not gonna die, and she's getting paid, and she made those choices. Okay. In this situation,
she did make those choices.
yeah, I feel a little
And she's
crazy
getting
for this
paid,
one, to
but
be
like-
honest. And I don't mean this to sound homophobic at all. It's not about sexuality.
not
You're just,
homophobic, but like-
you can't be fucked to death by 20 women because every man would obviously be like, yeah, that one. Because first of all, I don't even
You could
understand
be
how
fucked
you would
to death
die. You
by
would die
20
from dehydration. Like,
Dehydration, heart rate, dude. You know how many times
yeah, but
I
I'm
almost
saying
died from
but the
fucking one
penetrating
chick?
aspect is.
That's because I have heart problems.
Some
and asthma,
36-year-old
too.
shit right there. But but the penetration aspect is what would kill you. Is why I chose 20 men as opposed to originally I said 20 felons, but I was like, that's kind of irrelevant. They're fucking you to death. Who cares?
That's also fucked up. Because what is it? Jail? All the
Well, I'm
felons?
just trying to think of a reason why somebody would be fucked to death by 20 men, and jail is kind of the only thing that comes to mind.
Dude, I watched this. I'm sorry, this is so off topic. Not that too much off topic, but I watched this clip. It was just like this funny ass clip from this dude that tells jokes. It's this clip of this cartoon where this dude is in jail and he's getting soap from like the guy that sells all the shit, and he drops the soap and he just looks at the guy and the guy's like, pick up the fucking soap. We don't do that gay ass shit over here. Like, what the fuck was you thinking? This is jail, but like, we're not on that type of time, and you ugly. So he's like, yeah, pick up the fucking soap. Stop being a bitch. And as soon as the dude picks up the soap, the other guy's like, I lied, and he just starts.
It seems familiar, actually.
I'm gonna send you the clip, dude. That shit
Also,
had me
bro,
laughing for like 20 minutes.
I can fix this whole drop in the soap thing with one idea that wouldn't even cost that much.
But you can pick it up with your feet?
No, bro. Liquid soap dispensers. Every shower. Liquid soap dispensers.
No. In jail? No. They slip. Nah, man, get that soap. And plus, you got to think, bro. How many times people they live off like shit being sold, so you can't share your soap. You know what I mean? If you have your own soap, but if you have the liquid dispenser, you know times that shit is gonna be empty a day. And you know how many times they should? I hate to say this, they're gonna use this shit as lube.
You could use bar soap though the same way. I will say. I don't even think they use bars of soap. Like I was given like a powder, like a some sort of like powder stuff to like that turns into soap, almost like a dry shampoo, but in the shower.
Like gum.
Yeah.
They have a gum that's a powder.
It's
you
not
just
gum.
Chew it. No,
oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. That's gross though.
I think it's kind of cool, but it's kind of weird too though.
Anyway, I just feel like, the soap dispenser.
Yeah, that's what.
No more dropping the bar of soap.
That's the same thing that dudes.
You remember that thing they came out with the commercials on when we were a little kid? Well, when I was a little kid and you were a grown adult. Sorry. But it's like essentially like a sock that you put the bar of soap in, and it's like never drop the bar of soap again. You remember that?
Yeah. You wash yourself with the.
It's like turns it into like a loofah with a bar of soap in it. But I never thought about the undertones of like what they were getting at. It's like, who's this for?
Yeah, because you're young. You're not thinking about that shit.
No.
I don't even think they do that type of shit in jail like that, to be honest with you.
No, it's really not quite like that. It might have been at one point, though. It had to come from somewhere.
No, I mean, I think it's frowned upon, so it's like it rarely happens.
Yeah. All right, this is the last would you rather. Would you rather be 2 feet tall or 14 feet tall?
Dude. How long is 14 feet?
14 feet is like more than 2 of you.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's more than 2 of me. That's impossible, because what if like you want to live? I have 2 feet, because at least I have more.
Exactly what I thought about. I thought about rent.
I have more options to live places. Dude, you can get a tiny house. You can be that person on a tiny house show.
It's not even tiny to you.
It's not
You're
tiny
like, this
to
shit
you.
is spacious. These are tall ceilings. Where the fuck are you going to live in a city with 14-foot ceilings that you can afford?
No,
I don't even know what kind of job you have.
You can live in a warehouse.
What do you work as a pillar?
Like you work where you live in a warehouse.
I moonlight as a flagpole.
Nah, you do some tall people shit. Like you don't need a forklift.
Yeah, you're just a construction worker.
Nah, you do like shit. You stocking shelves and shit. I'm not. If I'm
putting the light
feet,
on Christmas trees.
I'll be a basketball player. I'm sorry. Like you not.
Oh, that's a good point.
You're not gonna clown me and be.
Now, if you're a 14-foot basketball player, you could probably afford 14-foot ceilings.
Yeah.
And you're good. But here's the thing: 2 feet tall. There's jobs out there for you, but they're probably pretty gross. All of them. Yeah.
Hey, yo, get in that fucking hole. They gonna just.
It's all about going into small places.
Hey, yo, get under that couch and find my fucking coin, yo.
Just a little creep running around looking up skirts and shit.
Now, I would be the 2 feet tall guy if I had a deep ass voice.
Because I'll give you that.
You can trick women. You can trick women on the phone. That's a whole nother level of.
You wish you were 2 feet tall so you could trick women?
Yeah, on the phone. Like if I'm internet dating on an app and shit. You know what I mean?
Like, there's not a lot of frame of reference in his pictures.
Yeah, but
he's never standing in front of anything.
I'm just like, hey, yo, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? With my sexy voice on.
She's like, where's that coming from?
And then we meet in person. I'll be like,
I'm down here.
She'd be like, where are you?
I'm like, down here, bitch.
I'd be like, yo, I'm on a fucking swings.
I wish you were 2 feet tall, bro. That'd be so fun to have a little 2 foot tall co-host.
Yeah, I'd be like literally like Rocket Raccoon. I'd be climbing on top of shit to talk to people.
I'd have to take the mic out of the mic stand for you at shows. Here you go, Keith.
Nah, they wouldn't disrespect me.
Here you go, little Keith. The mic stands don't go that low.
They gonna give it to me in my hand. They gonna take the shit out for me before I get up there. Hey, yo, y'all give it up for Keith. And I'd be like, yo, appreciate you. Hey, yo, how y'all doing?
Hey, that's appreciate you, big dog.
I'm not talking like that. I'm talking like, yo, it was good with y'all, man. How y'all doing? Yeah, man, I got my ID.
2 feet is so small, man.
I got in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no little ass nigga.
You're just you're below eye level. You're on stage. They're looking down.
Yeah, they're looking straight ahead and shit.
Like I feel like being 2 feet tall would be cool until the moment you get to anywhere, like for dinner, and
you're like. It depends, yo. It depends. I'm very athletic if I'm 2 feet tall.
But if you're 14 foot tall, they're like inside or outside, and you're like, what the fuck do you think?
That's funny. That's funny. Come on, bitch. Really?
Plus, how big is your
Inside
dick
or-
if you're 14 feet tall?
Oh, that thing is him. It's like a whole nother person.
Sheesh.
That thing is, yeah. I'm gonna have to get a, what do they call it in porn? A SSSSBW.
What is that?
Super hugely large woman. Look it up.
That acronym does not. I'm not gonna look it up.
No, I got it wrong, but it's like a SSS, like a super.
Incognito mode.
Why? Tilda's gonna look at your phone. This what you like?
She wouldn't give a fuck if she found porn on my phone. She never has though. I've done a good job of not. Plus, I don't really look at porn like that anymore. But
You
I
just
should.
fuck
I
your
should
girl,
get back
huh?
into it. I should get back into it. No, I don't
I
fuck my
still-
girl. I make love to the woman I respect. Okay.
Gay. Look up the SSBW.
All right.
Yeah, they gonna show you a big ass woman.
SSBBW.
Yeah, I mean it's in the realm of that. I know it's a BBW. Till, do you ever heard of a BBW?
I've heard of a BBW.
You ever heard of a SSSSX BBW?
It was SSBBW.
It's all right. Yeah, Google it, Tilda. Yeah, Google it right now so you can be at your phone like, what the fuck? Yeah, you see how big they are?
Can't
You-
even find the description for what it means.
man, you hit images,
Oh,
bruh.
super-sized, big, beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Super-sized. What is this?
Yeah.
A fucking McDonald's meal, bro?
That's all I'm fucking if I'm.
No one's
14
ordering
feet.
that up the menu.
If I'm 14 feet tall, fam, yo, I need a.
super-sized, big.
I'm not gonna be with no
beautiful-
little ass woman. That's weird.
Imagine being so big that big, beautiful woman doesn't even sum it up. Like that doesn't
Yeah,
even.
That's
cover
just like
it.
a regular sized woman to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Matilda, do you mind? Not Yeah, I know. No, that's fine. I just mean like all the banging around.
Oh, I was about to say she.
Right
gonna
now,
look
we
it up.
literally have a shower going. She's slamming the fridge and shit.
It's cool, fam. You know what I mean?
Nah. Oh, there's some like you have to weigh over 400 pounds.
Mhm.
Otherwise, she's simply a BBW. It says. Yeah.
But does it have to be?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna dig any deeper, and I'm not looking for any videos with this. That's for damn
You
sure.
don't have to. I did
No
it last
offense.
night. I did it last night.
But by the way, 14 feet tall. You still what? You just gonna? You guys look like a bowling ball and a bowling pin. It's like not even. like that still doesn't really add up.
Hey man.
If anything, you need to go in the like. You need some Brittany Griner in your life, like a tall woman is what I'm saying. Not specifically one who was kept in a prison.
Oh no. She's also gay.
Yeah.
Brittany Griner's gay.
Fair
Hang
enough,
on.
fair
I
enough.
need somebody that can take that shit. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. It's some smaller women that can take like.
But if you're 14 foot tall, bro, you could probably have like 3 women, and they'd be like, "Yeah, I'm down. This is like a fun, maybe some women who are into rock climbing."
And just fuck them collectively.
Yeah, I just feel like it's like a 3-person job. I don't really think it's fair to trust one woman with the responsibility of making a 14-foot
taking
man
all that-
come. I don't even know how big your dick would be. I don't even know. Let me think here. I don't know what the average. Like, let's say if you're 6 foot tall, that's 72
If you're 6 feet tall, I can tell you right
inches.
now.
So, let's say you have a 6-inch dick if you're 6 foot tall, roughly.
Nah, you gotta
That's
be
probably
bigger
the
than that.
average. That's like 1/12. So if you're 14 feet tall, you got a 2-foot dick.
A 2-foot dick?
Oh no, 14-inch dick. That doesn't sound. No, that's probably right. 14-inch dick as
14
the
inches
average
is-
for a 14-foot man.
Nah, man, I think you're lying.
Dude, I'm so stupid. That math should have been so much easier. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. You're 6 feet tall, you have a 6-inch dick. You're 14 foot tall, you have a 14-inch dick.
That's still big as shit though.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty big. But also, there's men who exist who probably have
Yeah,
a
bigger,
14-inch dick.
Yeah, I've seen some shit.
What?
Yeah.
Are you ready for the main event? You ready for some superhero scenarios? As resident super guy, I know you're a villain, but we're gonna pretend that you're a superhero because I didn't know the difference between your
I can
outfits.
still answer all questions.
Yeah. All right, so these are scenarios. These include a villain, and you got to figure out what you would do, okay, in this situation as a superhero, Mothman, whatever the fuck. Okay, a squid-based supervillain, so he's like a squid guy, is holding a school bus of 20 children in one tentacle, and a van of 10 bad bitches in another, over the side of the Golden Gate Bridge. He has a nut allergy and an affinity for men in tights sexually. What do you do?
If I'm a man in tights, at first I'm gonna swoon him. But like, yo, like, come on, fam, like, what we doing here?
Right.
And if he decides to drop one bus, like yo, like pick a bus. If you got to think, bro, it's a school bus full of kids. They haven't lived their life, but you got to think. If it's another school bus full of bad Jones, they can make another school bus full of kids. So
Okay.
and be like, hey, young Inkman, do what you need to do, fam. Let me get Ashley, LaRonda. Let me get LaQuisha. I got them. You know
so you're gonna let these 20 children die so you can have sex with 10 bad bitches?
Now, they probably wouldn't even want to have sex with me. But if
you're a
they
superhero, you save their
are-
life. They
yeah.
better. Not. I'm sorry.
No,
not they
I don't
better.
want-
It's not.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I don't mean
wanna-
like they have.
I don't want to have
It's up
sex
to
with
them.
somebody that they feel like they have to have sex with me. I want
No,
to-
but I imagine they
I
would.
want
That's
them
an
to
aphrodisiac.
want me,
You
yeah.
save their life. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you look at you. You're a sex icon, and you look good in tights.
I would swoon the guy first. I would swoon the villain first.
So what? You distract him with your tights,
Mm-hmm.
and then what? Let's
And
just
then
say you got basic superpowers. You can fly, super strength, and you're fast.
First of all, if I'm fast, I'm punching him in the face. And as soon as he drops one of the buses or both, I'm using super strength to, hold him or throw him somewhere.
So you think you're gonna try to go for both?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's just say you can't make both. You can't do it. One of them's gotta drop. You're letting those kids.
No, I'll pick the kids first because they have their future ahead of them. Now the chicks, I will feel bad for because then their OnlyFans page is gonna crash and then somebody gonna have to take care of all that shit. But they'll be all right.
Damn, that's rough.
Yeah, I'm not assuming all.
What are you gonna do about the nut allergy?
What am I gonna go get nuts?
I'm just saying. You walk up, you got tights. You're like,
If I'm wearing
maybe
tights,
you drop a bar.
I'd
Soap
be like,
on
yo,
purpose.
I know you allergic to nuts. Are you allergic to these nuts? And then as soon as he laughs,
You
he
go-
gonna
you're
get a
gonna get it
little
with
weak.
humor.
Yeah, he gonna get a little weak.
He drops both. They die. You're like, that's a good joke.
He gonna be
though.
like, yo, this nigga crazy. He gonna put the bus back
Anything
on the
for a
bridge. Yeah.
turn them around.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like here's what I do. Okay, I walk up. I go, oh, what's this on the? I dropped something. You bend over. He's like, what? Bam, nuts. You throw nuts in his mouth.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, starts swelling up. You swoop in, right? You save the school bus. You have to save the school bus because if you save the women, I don't think you're ever gonna get laid again beyond those women.
But
You know what I mean?
of course not.
So I'm thinking you save the school bus. Yeah, I mean, I guess if the scenario is one of them has to die, then those 10 women have to die. But there goes a reality show probably because I assume they're all on the cast of a reality show. I just assume.
Yeah, well, because why would they all be on the bus? Why the
Right.
first?
Maybe it's a
first of all, why
bachelorette
would
party?
they- Or they're just all going on vacation between the two buses, and they just decided to put their kids on another bus.
No, one's a school bus, one's a van full of sexy women.
Oh, like fan bus.
Like
It's a-
bang
it's a-
bus.
It's a type of porn I watch.
Everything is, isn't it?
No. Yeah, bro, that's crazy. And that's a random as fuck. He just has a nut allergy. We don't really talk about stuff like that.
I'm just giving you things
Other
that you can
than-
work with. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, other than like Superman having a weakness out here.
He's got a kryptonite allergy.
Yeah, he's
He's
the
also
only
allergic
one
to pistachios. I'm just kidding.
randomly. Yeah.
The
Everything
green
green.
nut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything green.
All right, ready for another one? A former scientist has turned into a giant eyeball with feet. He has trapped a small town under a hypnotic spell activated by them gazing into his pupil, and it makes them attack anyone who tries to save them by pimp slapping them. The town is covered with baby powder. The sun is about to rise. He has an affinity for men in tights.
What's up with this fucking men in tights?
It's just I was just totally random. It's just I was just like coming up with totally random things that maybe a villain would be into.
What am I doing?
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably start cutting some onions.
That's pretty good.
You can't tell me that's not genius.
It's pretty genius. I didn't think about that. So okay, you cut some onions and he starts tearing up. Maybe he's like with his big ass eye. And then what? You're still getting pimp slapped probably.
No,
Well, maybe not.
You can slap me. I like that type of shit. But
You're gonna get pimp slapped a lot on your way to chop some. You know what I mean? Chop these onions.
no.
How many
not.
onions?
You gotta be a lot.
So many onions.
Or just one big ass onion.
We're gonna get a big onion.
Vidalia onions.
Okay, that's a little bit bigger. You still need a lot,
Yeah,
a lot of.
I just need it. I just need
Still
like
need
four
so
of those,
many.
four of those onions, and that's what I'm telling my girl. Like, yo, like I need 4 onions. Y'all know you about to cook, but I gotta go save some lives.
So here's my tactic. Ready? So I'm in tights, right? I fly up in there to this little town. There's gonna be some casualties. People coming up trying to pimp slap me. I'm just whah, whah. A few people die for sure. It's just the name of the game. You know what I mean? But there's baby powder everywhere, right? Okay. So I scoop up some of that baby powder, right? Sun's rising. I go like LeBron before a game. You know what I mean? I do the LeBron clap with the baby powder. Powder flies into his eye. He's like, ah! He turns around. The sun rises. He goes, ah! And then all the hypnotic spell goes away. And all of a sudden, everybody's like, oh, what's going on? And then I'm all like, hey, everybody, slap this motherfucker. And then we all run up. We start slapping the eye to death, right? And it all stems from being able to distract him originally with my tights.
Nah, I don't feel like no big ass eyes gonna get distracted. Because if he
all he does is look.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
Very true. I didn't think about that. But
the
if
male
he's
gaze
just staring at you, you think he should be able to like drop the hypnotic shit a little bit.
What do you mean?
If he's like if his mind is on something else instead of hypnotizing other
I think
people.
It's about like closing the eye. So that's why, baby powder in the eye. Maybe you have the sun as a backup, right? He's like, what's going on? And then you, LeBron him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just staple his eye shut.
Yeah.
And keep him at like Gotham Asylum.
Yeah. I think that's pretty good.
That's a crazy one.
Yeah. We should make that a movie. All right, I got one more. An evil pterodactyl, ironic, we brought this up earlier. An evil pterodactyl has kidnapped Hunter Biden and demands $2 million in cocaine, or he will fly him into space where he will die, okay? And he has an affinity for men in tights.
That's easy, dude. You just clip his wings.
Clip his wings? He's a giant pterodactyl.
Yeah,
He's evil.
You got to think, bro. Pterodactyls don't have feathers. Their wings are skin, so you could just clip the skin part, and they can't fly.
All right, you clip one wing, but he's flying. Yeah. He's struggling, but you slowed him down a little.
Yeah, slow him down.
He got Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden's like, help! You know what I mean? He's demanding $2 million in cocaine. I need it now. And he's flying up, and everybody's like, what are you gonna do? You have to save him, or it's bad for PR. And he has an affinity for men in tights.
If anything, I might just give him the cocaine. A nice
Personally,
trade.
I just let him take Hunter Biden. I don't give a fuck about Hunter Biden. It's kind of a trick question.
I don't know who the fuck Hunter Biden is.
He's Joe Biden's son.
I figure that. But
you know about the whole cocaine scandal?
Scandal? Is he doing cocaine or not?
He's doing a lot of cocaine.
All right, let him do
cocaine. He smokes meth on camera.
Well,
like on Instagram Live, he's smoking meth.
He's doing it on Instagram. What is he?
It's really pretty wild.
Let him.
Yeah.
His dad's already fallen. What is he gonna? His dad. It's crazy because I know more about his dad's falling than him doing meth and cocaine on Instagram Live.
Oh my god, that's the other thing too. Like, does Hunter Biden fall like his dad does, right? Because then it's like, space might be the only place where a Biden won't be falling because of the zero gravity. But what are you gonna do about the affinity for men in tights with the pterodactyl? I feel like it's important.
You have to wear tights as a fucking superhero. There's not that many superheroes that don't wear, like, other than Blade, but he wears leather.
Blade is not really a superhero.
He is a superhero.
He's a comic book figure. He's not really a superhero. He's like
an anti-hero.
Kinda. Mm-hmm. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't think you really executed any of these very well. I think most of these people are gonna die, and I don't think you make a very good superhero.
Probably, bro. That onion thing is genius.
That was pretty good. A giant onion is pretty good. Okay. We got to wrap this up. But I think we should end by having you spell pterodactyl.
Oh, PTER. Hold on, pterodactyl. Yeah, PTER. D. Dact ACTYL.
I feel like you missed a letter, but I think it was an accident because it's like it would have been obvious. Is it O? It's pterodactyl, but I think that was just a mistake because you actually got the parts that I thought you were gonna fuck up.
I I know how to do science. I believe in science.
It's more grammar.
Yeah, but of course, I watch a lot of science shit, so I know how to spell a bunch of shit.
Pterodactyl. It's
Yeah,
like
pterodactyl.
psycho.
It's a silent P.
All right. Well, listen. I think maybe you would. I think maybe you would make a good superhero. I don't mean to be rude. I think you got it. I think
I'm definitely lazy.
it's weird that all these villains have an affinity for men in tights. I don't know why that's the case. It's so bizarre.
You just name them. They just all gay.
I didn't say that. Affinity for men in tights. Who doesn't like it? All right. Listen, this has been another wonderful episode of the Triple Grits podcast. You can follow us on social medias at Triple Grits Pod. We're on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple. We're on Google. Anywhere you can find podcasts. You can follow Keith Corey on Instagram at
Keith Corey.
At Keith. Wow.
Yeah, it's
It's
pretty
so
basic.
lucky. Yeah. Or me on Instagram at Jack J. Schwartz. Or on TikTok at Stand Up Chameleon. What's your TikTok?
No, I don't TikTok.
Oh. All right. Well, should we, you want to how do you want to end it? You want to stare into the camera for a little while? Do it for a little while.